Tēnā koutou no mai, haere mai, and welcome to this One News special. I'm Jack Tame. In a moment, Finance Minister Grant Robertson will formally deliver his spending plans in the 2022 budget. One News political editor Jessica Much-Mackay has been in a lock-up with Treasury officials and analysts going over the detail. Jess, what are the biggest announcements in this year's budget?
Kia ora, Jack. I've just come from that lock-up scenario, and there was an election sweetener in there, something that we were expecting to help deal with the cost of living crisis. Now, that is $350 for anyone who earns less than $70,000. So that'll be for 2 million Kiwis who'll be getting that. Now, that'll be a nice little boost. It's about $27 a week. Forward to help people buy their first homes. We're going to have a bit more information for you shortly on what the Treasury is expecting will happen in the housing market. Of course, as well as giving us the government's spending plans on budget day, we get new forecasts from Treasury which give us a trajectory for the direction in which the economy is headed. Very quickly though, I know there will be a lot of attention on this one-off $350 payment for Kiwis earning under $70,000 a year. Now that payment begins on August 1st of this year. There are 3 one-off payments, and New Zealanders who are eligible cannot be receiving the winter energy payment or any superannuation or benefits at this stage. So if you get the winter energy payment, you get superannuation, or you're receiving any other sort of benefit, you won't be eligible for that payment. But more than 2 million New Zealanders will be eligible for a $350 payment to help ease the cost of living. We'll have more detail for you that very shortly. Stay with us as this One News special continues. Tēnā koutou, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to this One News special as we go through the detail in the 2022 budget. Finance Minister Grant Robertson is addressing the House, and Nationals Finance spokesperson Nicola Willis is with us right now. Tēnā koe. I know you haven't had a lot of time to go through the detail, but what are your first impressions?
Well, Labour's backwards budget is bad news for New Zealanders and their families. Not only can they expect to see the cost of living continue to rise rapidly in the next few years, growth is going to be lower than
Tēnā koutou, no mai, haere mai. Welcome back to this One News Budget 2022 special. We're joined now by ACT leader David Seymour, live from Parliament. Tēnā koe, what are your first impressions of the budget?
Well, g'day, Jack. Look, Grant Robertson had one shot, one opportunity to stop this budget going down in history as the brain drain budget. He needed to give hope to people who do something called working
without actually contributing to it through those very measures, and that is a very difficult thing to do.
Morgan?
Last year it was Red Robbo's budget. He made it rain. This year it's probably the boring budget.
Thank you very much for your time. Political commentator Morgan Godfrey and ANZ Chief Economist Sharon Zollner. That is all for this One News Budget 2022 special. Te Karere is up next, and the 6 o'clock team will be here to wrap up all the day's developments tonight. I will see you again for Q&A this Sunday from 9 a.m. But from the budget team, kia pai tō rā. This One News Budget special, brought to you by Q&A, is public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.